Okay, we're back for the finals. We won the die roll, so we'll play first. Interesting. I think we keep this. It would be pretty phenomenal if we drew another 2-drop before we play Burning Tree Emissary, but odds of that happening I think are probably low. That said, 2-drop into 3-drop is always an acceptable curve. Okay, so we could be playing the Mirror, or we could be playing against Boros, and that was a perfect draw. Because now we get to do this. And pass it back to him. So now we have the option of bashing in next turn. We can use Slaughterhorn or the Swine if we want to. Well, he had a mugging, so that was good for him. I think we're still fine though. So now we're probably just playing Slaughterhorn. Homing Lightning was a good draw. I guess he must have top decked the Denizen, or he probably would have just played it turn 1. So yeah, now we just want to draw a few lands so that we can play our 4 and 5 mana spells. Unfortunately, Rage Beast is not coming out anytime soon. True Fire Paladin is a good one. Alright, so this guy got the Boros deck that people were ignoring. That's good for us. So here I'm going to attack with both. The question is, do I Blood Rush or not? I don't think I do. I want to leave up Homing Lightning because I want to see if we can get him to spend some mana on the Paladin. And I can do this on his turn. Okay, well, he's not doing that, so I'm just going to kill the Paladin. Unfortunate, but I guess when he only has 1 white, it's probably unlikely that he would, spend his turn pumping it up for 2 damage. I think we're still in a decent spot here. We'll see what he plays. Having the Zertar Swine is definitely nice. Like, I don't think this is going to cut it for him. Ooh, Ivy Lane Denizen is good. So now I think we probably just bash in with both. I'm okay trading either of these for Syndic of Ties, for sure. And just because the Extort is pretty powerful. And here we can just play Syndic. And honestly, he might just be dead next turn if he doesn't block. Because we have, the potential of 5 damage out of nowhere. Halberdiers is a good draw, though, or a good play. Looks like he's limited on white mana, so he can't really extort, and I'm totally fine with that. So let's see if he gets in. Looks like he's not planning to, and that's fine. Okay, so we could play this a few ways. We could drop our Zertar Swine and pump up, I guess probably the Burning Tree Emissary, and then bash in with everything. We could also just attack in and attempt to Zertar Swine something if he doesn't block. I think it's pretty unlikely that he's going to do that. He has 1 card in hand. So, yeah, I think it's likely that he's just going to trade stuff away if he can. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that putting a counter on this doesn't do that much because he can just trade Halberdiers with it. I'm speaking of if I play the Zertar Swine and use the Denizen. So I could put a counter on this, but then he can trade away the Halberdiers. And this can still trade with the Syndic. So getting the counter doesn't really do much for me. So I'm just going to attack in with everything, I think. And then I can potentially Zertar Swine something, depending on what he does. Also, if he trades off all of his stuff, I can just play the Swine, and then I have a 5/4 to his empty board, which looks like that's going to happen. So I'm okay doing this. I guess it would have been better if I just played the Swine first, but it looks like he has a trick. Arrows of Justice. So that does 4 damage to target blocking creature. That's fine. Yeah, so I could save something here, but I think I would prefer to just play the Swine. Oh, well, that's a good one. I mean, he's going to gain some life, but I'm just going to take it. Okay, we can't cast that yet. Yeah, so now we just want to draw a couple lands so we can play these things. It doesn't really do anything either. Shanktail is good. So if he doesn't block here, I'm just going to Shanktail and win. Right, because he's at, oh no, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, so he could have won. So I'm just going to play Shanktail. I would not have played the land there if I was him. He can't even attack. Yeah, so I'd say he's pretty dead now. He has to chump block with both, and then we can drop down the Ruination Worm. So I imagine this prompts a concession. Not really sure what he could have that would save him here. Aurelia's Fury does not kill us, does not remove the blocker, so yeah. Good. Alright. Is there anything we want to side in against Boros? I can't think of anything. Hellraiser Goblin, maybe? Let's see. We could take out Sylvan Primordial, like it might just be too slow. The reach is potentially irrelevant. Could take that out and just put the Goblin in. It seems like we're just going to want to be able to attack when things come into play. So I could see Hellraiser Goblin being good against him. Yeah, I guess we'll do that and go to game.